Speaking of soggy.
3/4 of an inch of rain already.
Wow, that's pretty good.
In Santa Rosa. And we're about halfway through with this. So there's more rain to come. Most of that for Santa Rosa happened in the morning. Everybody else is kind of getting in on the act now. We're going to take a look at high-def Doppler in a second, and I'll show you the showers that are down over the South Bay. But just a little bit of background on why this system so early in the season has been able to give us pretty good rain. A really good organization and great aim is one thing. I mean, that thing came right into us. But if you take a look at that southern trailing edge, this is pulling in added moisture thanks to having a weak component of an atmospheric river tied into it. This is a 2 on the scale of from 1 to 5. A 2 is moderate, and the characteristics of a moderate strength atmospheric river are overwhelmingly beneficial, especially when you're in a drought. You get some added rain out of it. So here's the latest on First Alert Doppler. You've been seeing the lightning strikes with me over here for about the last, well, since we've been on the newscast. They've been popping up over the North Bay. Really organized line of heavier rain there through the North Bay. That holds together down here. Same thing. Really organized line. And when you see an organization like that, that line's going to have more energy to it. That's what they tend to look like. And there is going to be the potential for maybe even a stray strike of lightning down here from this line moving over the South Bay right now. So Los Altos, Sunnyvale, Palo Alto, and then across the bay, Fremont, Hayward, you guys are seeing some of the more impressive rain so far of this whole thing right now. And you can see that line extends out over towards the Santa Cruz Mountains. And just an overview on why we still get another day. Tomorrow, it won't be as numerous or as widespread, but we still have the chance for thunderstorms and downpours tomorrow because the center of the system, which shows up so beautifully on the water vapor, that's what's driving all of this. And as long as that thing just sits there, we're kind of in the ideal location to get caught under some of the better energy. Look at the kind of explosion in the clouds right here on this leading edge right over us. That's where you get some of the best uplift and some of the best energy. That's where we are now. Everything's rotating around the center of the low. We're over here kind of in that upper right quadrant that we would look at if we were trying to forecast these things. Watch what happens tomorrow. You've got the center of the low still spinning out here. This is tomorrow morning now. There's another line of thunderstorms getting pulled over the Bay Area. We'll do that again into the afternoon. Tomorrow's not going to be as widespread as today. There's going to be more time tomorrow when you're not getting rained on than when you are. But we're not out of this yet. And just for a close-up look, there's 4:30 tomorrow, just to track the potential there for an organized line with those little beads of yellow and orange showing up. And some of those can come with brief downpours. So the rainfalls I showed, the rainfall totals we looked at a few minutes ago, we're still going to add to those. North Bay, you could still get perhaps another 3/4 of an inch. East Bay, Peninsula, South Bay, you could still get another 1/4, 3/10 of an inch of rain. And of course, if you get one of those cells right over you tomorrow, you get a lot more than that. By the way, it's still windy out there thanks to that same low out there because everything's spinning counterclockwise and getting pulled into the center of that low. The closer that low gets to you, the faster these winds are getting pulled up out in front of it to go into the center of that low. We're stuck in the middle. That's why the winds have been really rushing over the mountains of the peninsula and the coast. Look where the wind advisory is. Perfectly outlined along that topography and right where those winds are getting pulled into that kind of stalled out, stubbornly not moving area of low pressure. We'll take it. The longer it sits there, the more rain we can get. And it's coming in beneficial amounts. And it's not even all that cold, even though there was a cold front with it. Daytime highs still stayed in the low 70s. So tomorrow's still a first alert day for everything we just outlined. Possibility for some brief downpours, still a little windy in the morning. But by Tuesday and Wednesday, this really starts going away. Maybe a few leftover showers, but it's pretty much done. And by the weekend, look at next Saturday, Sunday. We're going to be right back up to sunny and near 90 again, like this never happened. This really does help out a lot with fire season, but it doesn't end it. We still have some warm-ups and some offshore wind events to go.